Okay, let me let y'all know, give y'all a little bit of the story. Back in like 2007, 2008, when I was first kind of getting in the investment game, I did all this in-depth research on this company. It was called Salmix Pharmaceuticals. The ticker symbol was SOMX. Now, it was essentially a penny stock. It was maybe like a dollar and some change or something to that effect. But I was actually doing the research on this stock, just kind of looking at it, never pulled the trigger. A year later, we talking about 2009, 2010. Stock was a little bit over a dollar, but still not at the $2 point yet. I finally decided to let me throw my money in this stock and see how it goes. I was getting ready to graduate. I knew the bar exam was coming up. I took some money from my refund check, yeah, because your boy borrowed more money than he needed that semester. I took some money from my refund check and I was like, I'm gonna invest this money in this particular stock. So I invested in the stock while I'm studying for the bar one day with my homegirl. I looked down in the library and I was like, man, I gotta my phone vibrate. E-Trade. This stock is at $2. This stock is at $2.50, $3. And I'm like, what the hell? So I run over to my computer, look it up. A drug that was pending FDA approval got approved like 3 months early, so the stock price went from like a dollar and some change to like $9 or something. So it ended up working out great because that was the reason I was able to focus and study for the bar, because I had a big pickup on the stock game. But this is where your boy messed up. So essentially, essentially what I did was I took out maybe about 80% of the profits and I left 20% of the value of the stock at the time when it shot to 10 something in there. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just ride this out for the long term, which was probably a dumb idea. So I just held that stock, and slowly the price went down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and I'm just holding it. I think it's gonna bounce back. I think it's gonna bounce back. I think it's gonna bounce back. And I actually kind of forget about it. And one day I just kind of took a look, and the stock was at like $3, and I was like, oh snap, should I sell it? But I felt like it could rebound. I just, that was like my very first stock pick. So I was like, man, I made a crap load of money off of it, but I think it could pull in. I stuck with it longer than I should, like we do with any bad relationship. And one morning I woke up and the damn stock was at zero. So that's the cautionary tale with investing. I'll say I never owned another stock again that went to zero, but it happened to your boy. That was my very first stock pick. I made about 9 bands, but I left some money in and it fell all the way to zero. It went to the moon and came crashing back down, and my ass was stuck on the ship when it crashed back down. So let's jump into the stock picks for this month. Definitely not anything that's going to go to zero. Knock on wood. Let's get it. Okay, let's talk about this first stock pickup, why I decided to go with this stock. All right, I was actually looking at electric vehicles, and I was like, man, these gas prices is a pain in that. You know what? I'm paying like over $100 to fill my car up. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, 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 I know. You decided to get a car with a big ass engine that had to take the most expensive gas out there. So I've been having this thought like, maybe my next vehicle should be an electric vehicle. So my first thought was maybe I should get like just something small and cheap, just to have an electric vehicle on the compound of the debt-free dash. So when things get tight, we can just plug that joker in, go do what we got to do, nothing flashy or anything like that. But then the next thought that crossed my mind was, nah, if I'm gonna buy something, I might as well buy something that I want. And so I was looking at electric vehicles, not Tesla, even though I think Tesla is a great buy price. I think it's going to hit 500, but that's a whole nother story. And I was looking at trucks. I was looking to see what Chevy had out there. I was looking at to see what Ford had out there. And I like the Ford F-150 Lightning. It's a all electric vehicle, Ford F-150 truck. It was real clean. It's supposed to drop in 2022. I know right now I ain't gonna buy it in 2022 because I don't like to get the first generation of anything. You get the damn display model with all the bugs and the kinks in it. But I looked at it and said, man, that's a nice vehicle. that's something I might think about buying in a couple of years. And then, anytime I make a purchase, it's probably going to be a large purchase. I feel like if I'm going to do that, I should own some of the stock. I don't know why. That's a whole stupid philosophy I have, but that's just the philosophy I have. So I started to do some research on Ford stock. Right now, the stock is probably about $13. I'll put the display up on the screen. When I purchased it at 12 and some change. It's probably 13 something now. I only had it for a few days. Interestingly enough, during the pandemic, Ford used to actually pay a very large dividend, but they stopped paying their dividend. But in 2021, they started their dividend back up. Currently, the dividend yield is 3.22%. Essentially, what a dividend yield is if a stock is $20 and you get $2 dividends, the dividend yield on that $20 stock would be 10%. If it's a $20 stock and you get $1 back, the dividend yield on that stock would be 5%. So right now, Ford's dividend yield is 3.22%. It comes out to about 11 cents per share. So we definitely swooped in, scooped up a little bit of Ford stock because one, I think, is a good pickup. Last year, actually at its peak, when they re-announced that they were going to start paying dividends, the stock went from about $13 to its high 52-week high of somewhere around $21. Right now, like everything else, it kind of came back down to earth. So I looked at it, I was like $12, $13 is a really good buying price, plus it's paying a dividend. So that's stock number one that we picked up. Let's talk about stock pick number two for the month, what we scooped up. And shout out to y'all, go check out this channel, Financial Self-Reliance. It's a pretty dope channel. Paris Cloth over there actually put me on. I knew about it, but after listening to his video, I was like, man, let me do a little bit more research. But we went with ticker symbol O, Realty Income. And I know as a big deviation, I'm not really a fan of REITs. And I'm not really a fan, or haven't been a fan of big corporations who like to become landlords, because all it does is drive up the price of real estate, and it really makes it difficult for first-time home buyers. But your boy had a change of heart. Actually picked up a share of O is the ticker symbol. Y'all can see it on the screen. I think it was about $67, $68. Is a Dividend Aristocrat. They pay dividends monthly. It has over a 4.3% dividend yield. So you're really getting a good return on your investment. Sometimes whatever sometimes we invest with our head, but we also invest with our heart. I don't want to invest in a company like Big Oil that destroys the environment. And, I really wasn't a fan of, these types of REITs and real estate stocks because, again, I know they have great returns and great dividend yields because federal law mandate that they have to turn over a certain percentage of their cash profits in dividends to the customer because there's so much cash flowing through from rental income and proceeds. Yeah, I knew all of that stuff, but I just didn't like it because it drives up the price of houses and it makes it difficult for again, new home owners who want to get in, and it makes it difficult for small real estate investors like myself because it drives the price of the real estate up that you want to invest in. But that being said, I jumped in $68, bought one share, get paid dividend monthly. I'm probably going to make it a focus to increase my position with that particular stock. So I'm gonna throw the numbers up on the screen. You can see how the portfolio is doing. Hey, everybody is losing across the board. Right now we're down, but we aren't down as big because this particular portfolio isn't tech heavy. Now I know y'all see a lot of different things on the screen. You see ADT, AMC, Genworth Fund, Pfizer, Apple, all of these stocks I get. I like to keep the stocks that I purchase in this portfolio to somewhere around 10 to 12 companies. So even though you see a lot of companies on the screen, a lot of them aren't companies that I'm really beholden to. AMC is just a play. I'm just going to hold it. See if it's a short squeeze, great. If it's not a short squeeze, hey, it's just going to have to be something that I hold on to for the long term. But I'm in it for the short squeeze, not for no real investment. It's just a play. Genworth Fund, ADT, those are stocks that I got for free from Weeble from people using a referral link. So check out the referral code down low in the description box. If you make a deposit, we will bless you with some free stocks. There's a good way to get in the stock game if you're new to the stock game. That's it. Just wanted to cover the portfolio. Hey, if you like this video, check out the video that's on the screen. We out. Take care. Peace.